What is going on, YouTube? How are we doing? Welcome back to video number 2 officially of me commentating older videos that I had in my backlog, just showing you kind of some Survivor stuff that I feel is important. And today's topic is will make it. It's a perk. Whenever I unhook somebody, I will have an increased 100% speed on my healing for the next specific amount of time. I'm not even going to go look it up. I could, but to be honest, you just need to see it to believe it. It's kind of nuts that it would allow you to heal multiple people and not just one person. So, we'll make it as the subject of today's video. And we're also just going to talk a little bit about Freddy Krueger as well for people who've never played the game. The bottom left, you can see everyone's icons, and you can see that they have clocks around them. That means that you're playing Freddy. Nobody else does that. And as soon as they hit to this midnight mark, then we'll all go to sleep. Puts us in Freddy's dream world. Freddy's dream world allows for us to run into different traps of his, be it blood puddles in the ground or fake pallets. You can hear, instead of a heartbeat, he now has kind of a generic 1-2 Freddy coming for you song. What am I doing? This is like I said, old video. Really should have ran to the left and ran and grabbed that person off the hook instead of just doing this when that person was tied up. But there's a perfect example of something that you should not be doing versus what you could be doing. That person could already be off the hook. This little white deal is actually a dresser with an alarm clock on the top, and the white one is the highlighted one. When you're asleep, it's the only one that's going to work to get you out. You can also be woken up by another player. You can be hooked, or a generator exploding will wake you up. So, multiple ways out of it. But the dream world, not the worst thing that can happen to you in Freddy world. So I just unhooked him. Look at my top. You see that top little icon there? That's how long I have. That person's already healed. They have a little bit of assistance at the end from the second person, but I'm at a quarter of the way, a little bit over a quarter of the way. So if I run into somebody who needs to be healed right now, I will heal them at 100%. You know, double speed, 2 to 1. Boom. No med kit, no nothing. Just speed surgery. I'm not even at the halfway mark yet. And I unhooked that person what feels like forever ago. To me, that's the thing that's just bonkers about Will Make It. There's another perk that I use in conjunction with it, at least in this video, called Borrowed Time. And Borrowed Time is the watch. If you unhook another person while you're in the terror radius or the heartbeat of the killer, meaning basically if they're near that hook, then you're going to give the person that was hooked 1 hit of super armor. They're going to, if they take that hit, have to mend, meaning it's going to be like an extra heal on top of the heal. But Borrowed Time is a game changer, because otherwise the killer can kind of just stand at the hook. So Freddy just hooked a person way over there. We are just chilling over here doing a gen, because we got, 1 done, and we're at 3.5 minutes into this thing. So we're doing terribly. Freddy Krueger can do something besides his little, portal tricks or puddle tricks. He can teleport to us through the generator. So if we see a generator start spewing blood, we gotta run away. Because if that happens, Freddy Krueger's coming out. Freddy's right over there, though. It seems like we could potentially get this thing done. Oh, so you can see how it doesn't, look like Dream World anymore. We're in regular world. He's down 2 people. He's picked somebody up, so he should finish that Jenny, baby. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. You can see somebody off in the distance running to get the comrade up. And even though that person's in second struggle state, you are at like 90%. The blood starts coming out, so I panic and then run away, but really should have probably stayed in that room. Get hit. If Freddy hits you, he immediately puts you to sleep. Come and get that person off, and then I get knocked down, so that's what we call a trade. He can just immediately pick me up, put me on the hook, trades out for the other person that was there. And it is what it is. There's a perk I'm not using in this video that I use a lot now, that rewards me for unhooking, basically with borrowed time. It's going to give me a lot more points, which is one of the main things I'm grinding for in this game. So I will actually take a trade a lot of the time if you watch me play. However, you can have a team that just doesn't ever get you off the hook. Happens a lot. So notice, all the hook shenanigans happened a little bit ago. I still am at just hit halfway with my ability to heal. I'm gonna let her heal me and still get a heal off if she needs it, which she does. Oh wait, never mind. All 4 of us are in front of Freddy. I'm the only one who's healed. Everyone was hurt. This is a bad play by everybody. But I don't think Freddy knows I'm here. So let's see what his play is and see what goes on. I'm about to pass out. Boom, asleep. Freddy leaves vicinity, doesn't even leave blood puddle. That would have been bad timing if he did leave one. I just reset my will make it. Let me show you how fast this heal is. She wants to wake me up for some reason. Now I'm thoroughly spooked because I'm noticing there's a whole chase going on right there and we're at a hook. But we'll make it to the rescue. One single person. That's how quick you get through it. Not much I can do there. Freddy's gonna hook her. But does he know I'm here? No, he did not. So rehook, she's got borrowed time active. I reset my will make it. So if I can run into either of them again in the next 45 seconds, I'll be able to heal them at double speed. Meanwhile, 2 gens. Looks like Freddy did catch the girl that he had hooked, so you can see in the second icon at the bottom, the orange around the life bar. That means that somebody has got to mend, and that basically means they're bleeding out. If they don't mend by the time that health bar goes away, then they bleed out, and that's what borrowed time gives you as a secondary hit. You get the second hit, but you have to mend. Let me go ahead and get that heal on, girl. Boom. Yeah, sometimes you do, you get a little overzealous, you miss a few of those skill checks, but now we have 3 people on a gen, which is actually stupid. You should only have 2 people on a gen, but nobody wants to lose out on their points, and we know we're about to finish this. I mean, unless he teleports to this specific generator, everybody wants it. I just did the next level, let's leave, because I'm trying to go unhook her before anybody else gets to her. Let's look cool, hop through, use my life. Life is anytime you use a vaulted action over a pallet through a window, then you're going to get a speed burst, so you run like a madman. Don't pull her down. Didn't I just unhook you from this specific hook, Little Missy? So this is the thing about Will Make It that I want to be serious about. As a killer, it's very frustrating to look down and see everybody, except for one person, is injured. Everybody is healed up. One person's injured. And you've been hooking people like mad. You hook somebody, and then nobody else is injured, but you know that one person is injured. They get unhooked, and you notice it through the icons. And then less than 10 seconds later, they're already fresh, good to go, and you haven't hit anybody else. That means everyone else is full. It's frustrating. Like this person right here, chasing someone injured, everyone else now completely full up on heal. One person about to be in a sleep state, but not quite there. One person's, I'm not even halfway there, or, well, a little over halfway there. Still. So, I mean, Freddy's plan is, it's working, but if he's running an injury-based type of situation, ooh, nice little stealth juke there. If he's trying to run a thanatophobia, which slows us down for however many people are injured, or he's trying to run something like Sloppy Butcher, or even which slows down our healing progress, or Nurse's Calling, which allows him to see our auras if he's near us while we're healing. Any of that stuff will make it. Just allows me to knock out a heal really quick, somewhere discreet, or right at the hook, which right at the hook's not the safest place, but depending on the context and what's going on, it's the perfect place, because you haven't had to move at all. It's right there, and he's not coming back. Usually. Depends on. Man, what are you doing? You are hungry for this gen down here. What are you doing? Hey, there is the hatch. So if everyone else were dead but me, I could hop in that bad boy. But I won't think like that, because I love my team. Yeah, there's a way more direct way of going about all this, but I just didn't know it at the time, so you'll have to forgive me on some of these spots. You're not gonna make it. Ooh, no, you're gonna get slapped in the head. Freddy Krueger pimp slap completely knocks me down. Freddy, it's funny, my personal opinion, it's hard for me to tell you whether he's as good as they say he is. I do think that you can win with him. I do think he's good, so if you're a huge Freddy Krueger fan in real life and you wanted to play him, trust me, I'm not telling you he's bad. But, some online opinions would have him as one of the top 2 killers in the game. I just don't quite feel it. He does have some pretty cool options, though, but he doesn't seem to have the same kind of map pressure that some characters can apply. But if you play him right, and you utilize his teleports correctly, then he can be kind of all over the place. Just most Freddys I see just aren't doing that. So to me, Freddy's, in my mind, kind of a middling killer. It doesn't mean he's bad. It just, to me means he's not as explosive as a character like Oni, for sure. Alright. We're here at the end. We're trying to open the end. This is another thing about this game. Fighting games and this game have taught me this. Patience. You will die if you're not patient. Oh, no. No. No, we're right here. Alright. Okay, well, I'm getting out of there. See, if you back up a little bit, you'll notice that my second perk there, the little hand holding a knife, is called Decisive Strike, and it was actually lit up. If it would have been lit up for longer, I would have stayed, I believe. Because Decisive Strike is, after you've been hooked, you have that amount of time to get knocked down, and if the killer picks you up while that's still active, you'll get 1 skill check. It's a little bit more difficult than a regular skill check, but if you hit it, you'll stun the killer, you'll get out of his arms, and you'll get a head start, like a 3-second head start of just running. So Decisive Strike is considered by a lot of people to be the best perk in the game. To me, it's definitely in the top 3 to 4 perks in the game. It's hard to say best overall, but I will say this: it's best momentum killer. It absolutely rains on everybody's party, But that's for another video. Right now, we're talking about, we'll make it, and how ridiculous it is that you can keep people healed up. That Freddy would have probably completely had us waxed out, but 2 people did get away simply because we were able to keep from being on the verge of dying. There's so many other instances where you'll see where that perk shines, and you only have to have 1 or 2 people run it. That's the great thing about it. Everybody doesn't have to have it, But I digress. I'm going to have a lot of other videos that are showing different great perks to grab at the beginning of this game if you've never played it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming and watching. Thank you for all the interest. And as always, Spiral out.